So, Dr. Devin, let me ask you, we just finished our personal injury attorney live presentation with you. That's where I do the presentation, come in live to your attorneys, and it's actually sells them to create referrals for you. So how many attorneys did you have at the meeting?
We had 8 attorneys show up.
8 attorneys. That was the first time too, right?
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
pretty strong. And you're pretty new in practice, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. We've only been open for 7 months now.
I'll tell you what, you're off to the races fast. 7 months, you had 8 attorneys. And how many of them agreed to work with you in the future and work with you with referrals?
I got a verbal confirmation from 7 out of the 8. The eighth one was wanting to progress and have some further discussions, but all 8 were extremely intrigued. But
How
seven of them on the spot were like, "I'm sending my people to you."
how many so 7, and how many potential cases a month did they get? Did you calculate that up?
Yeah. The potential was 30 cases a month out of all of them.
And what do you average per case?
3,500.
So 30 cases, 3,500. So that's 105,000 a month, right?
Right.
Have you done the math on this yet?
Yeah.
Is that pretty? So 105 a month over 12 months. So $1.2 million. So
Right.
for now, none of these attorneys have been referring to you before yet, have they?
No, no, I have one case going with one of them
Okay,
currently.
so you have 7 attorneys. They didn't know you, right? Except
No,
for
not really.
one. Okay. Get them to the presentation. In other words, they were not referring you business or had any intentions to prior to that presentation, right?
Right.
Okay. I do the attorney presentation, or essentially we do the attorney presentation. At the end of the presentation, you get them to sign up immediately to start the referral process. And there's a potential of 30 at $1.2 million a month. Is it pretty? I mean, it's pretty unreal that you can do one presentation, take an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and increase your business over $1 million. Have you ever heard of anything like that in chiropractic?
No, no, it's pretty crazy.
Could you have even believed it without even experienced it and seeing it yourself?
No, no, I mean, even going into it, knowing that I had 8 attorneys coming, I was still like, I'll wait and see what happens. And it was
Right,
pretty
right.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay. What were some of the things that they said about the presentation?
They had never heard of most all the material. None of them, I mean, every time I asked them if you had heard of any, each category, all of them,
How
no.
many categories out of the 10 major categories, how many of them, how much documentation were they getting from their present doctors?
Like 2 out of 10 that you
Two
could
out of 10.
reasonably count.
Did they have much to say about the doctors they're working with? How it's not work, how they're basically not getting good documentation from the doctors. Did they have anything to say about that?
Yeah, yeah, they were all unaware that you could get this from your docs.
Right. Yeah. You remember I told you that the attorneys think that the doctors know everything. The doctors think they know everything. They give them bad documentation. It doesn't get much of an injury award. Then the attorney has to come back to the doctor and ask them to cut his bill.
Right.
I said, that's the problem right there. The
Yep.
attorneys don't know it, and the doctors don't know that they're giving them crap.
Right.
And then the doctor complains because the attorney's asking him to cut the bill, and he's the one who started the whole problem.
Right.
He's got bad documentation, too big of a bill relative to the injury award, and now the attorney has to turn in. It's
Hmm.
like the blind leading the blind.
Right. Right.
So, all right, well, that sounds good. Any other comments that had to say about that?
No, I mean, it's just like you said, the material itself, just stands the test. I mean, none of them were aware of 90% of the material, and it blew their mind that they weren't even aware that a doc could provide that sort of value for them. They just, like I said, they're just used to how the paradigm is, and
Right,
they
right,
were shocked to learn these things, to
right.
say the least.
And you've never spoken with attorneys before, have you? Trying to get referrals?
No, no, this is the first time.
So that was the first thing. I mean, you're just fortunate because most doctors have been in practice 10, 20 years before they come to me, never have any success. And so, 20 years later, they start having success, and here you are, 7 months in practice, and
Mhm.
immediately, you're shooting your practice up $1 million. Now,
Yeah.
and also what's more important is the material now.
Hmm.
Can you see how there's no way you'd have been able to do that prior to our training?
Yeah, yeah, not a chance.
You would have been one of the doctors that had a high bill, bad documentation that they're asking to cut the bill.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Just moving on from here, but look at the opportunity. That was what you said, 7. I mean, to be honest with you, if you never got more attorneys in your life referring to you, you're set. You're set for
Right.
life from one presentation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Pretty powerful presentation.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.